Good evening, YouTube. Today we are going over completing the square. Please like, comment, subscribe, and donate to support the channel. My Cash App is with the $ up front, Fantastic Baseball. I have other ways to donate to support the channel as well. On PayPal, mathcoursetutor1@gmail.com, or current with the tilde up front, online math tutor 2022, on Chime, $ up front, online math tutor 2023, Cash App with the $ up front, Fantastic Baseball, and on SOFI, mathcoursetutor1@gmail.com. Let's get started. So, 3x squared minus 5x minus 7 is equal to 0. In order to solve this equation by completing the square method, we must understand what a quadratic equation is. It is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And this equation here, our a value is 3, our b value is -5, and c is -7. So it is in that form and set equal to 0. We also need to know the square root of a divides b is equivalent to square root of a divided by square root of b, and the square root of ab is equal to the square root of a times the square root of b. And also, plus minus will give us a minus, and a minus a negative, or minus minus will give us a plus. So we have to understand the sign conversions as well. So, let's get started. So we need to move the c value of -7 to the other side of the equation. So -7, when we move it to the other side, we have to add 7 to both sides of the equation. So plus 7 plus 7. Draw our line. So 3x squared minus 5x is equal to 7. Where we are in business so far, we must get the a value equal to 1. So we need to divide everything by 3. So this is now going to read 1x squared minus 5/3 x is equal to 7/3. Okay? And this can also be rewritten as 1 times x squared is equivalent to x squared minus 5/3 x is equal to 7/3. So let's have that marinate there. So now we must divide the b term. The b is equal to -5/3. And divide that by 2. So -5/3 divided by 2. Okay. And then put a 1 over that and multiply by the reciprocal. So -5/3 times 1/2 will equal -5 times 1 over 3 times 2, which is equal to -5 over 6. So we found the new c value. Okay. So now the equation is going to read x squared minus 5/3 x plus -5/6 squared is equal to 7/3 plus -5 over 6 squared. Let's have that marinate there for a second. Now, I'm going to rewrite that on another sheet of paper. So x squared minus 5/3 x plus a negative 5 over 6 squared is equal to 7/3 plus negative 5 over 6 squared. Okay, just as before. Now, we are going to use a unique way to complete the square. Okay, so we're going to cover the middle term up. And then we cover the power of 2 up so we could see the base, right? Just cover that up there. And we'll see that the base is x plus negative 5 over 6. Let's zoom in there so you can see that. X plus a negative 5 over 6. And then plus minus yields a minus as discussed earlier. So x minus 5 over 6 squared. And then 7/3 plus negative 5 over 6 squared. Okay. So sometimes using little tricks like that to help understanding completing the square is extremely pertinent for your success. Now let's simplify the right hand side of the equation. So 7/3 plus negative 5 over 6 times negative 5 over 6. And that is all equal to x minus 5 over 6 squared. Okay. Now we are rocking and rolling here. So let's continue. So x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 7/3 plus negative 5 times negative 5 over 6 times 6. Then x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 7/3 plus negative 5 times negative 5 is 25 over 6 times 6, and which is 36. So x minus 5 squared is equal to 7/3 plus 25 over 36. And 3 goes into 36 12 times, so that means that least common denominator is 36, and 3 goes into 36 12 times, so we need to multiply 7/3 by 12 divided by 12 to get a common denominator. Perfect. So now this reads x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 12 divided by 12 times 7/3 plus 25 over 36. Okay. And I just rewrote it in blue there. X minus 5 6 squared is equal to 12 divided by 12 times 7/3 plus 25 over 36. And then that's going to yield 12 times 7 over 12 times 3 plus 25 over 36 is equal to x minus 5 over 6 squared. So x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 12 times 7 over 12 times 3 plus 25 over 36. So this will break down to x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 12 times 7, that is 84 over 36, because 12 times 3 is 36, plus 25 over 36. And now we have the same denominator, so we can combine. So 84 plus 25 over 36 is set equal to x minus 5 over 6 squared. Okay? So x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 84 plus 25 is 109 over 36. Let's have that marinate there. So x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 109 divides 36. Okay. Now we are rocking and rolling here. So let's have that marinate. And we're getting ready for the next step here. So we're going to go on a new sheet of paper. So x minus 5 over 6 squared is equal to 109 over 36. And then we take the square root to both sides of the equation. And then that'll yield plus or minus in front of the square root on the right-hand side of the equation. Excuse me. So this will now read the square root of 100 of the square root of the parentheses dealing with x minus 5, 6 squared will equal plus or minus the square root of 109 divided by 36. So the square root of something squared will bring the object out. So x minus 5 over 6 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 109 divides 36. Okay? Perfect. So x minus 5 over 6 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 109 divided by 36. So we know the square root of a divides b is equivalent to square root of a divides square root of b over here. So on the right hand side of the equation, so plus or minus let's move this down some, plus or minus square root of 109 over the square root of 36. So bring down the left-hand side of the equation, x minus 5 over 6. So x minus 5 over 6 is equal to plus or minus square root of 109 over 6, because the square root of 36 is 6. Okay? Then split it apart in a few steps down the road here. So now we want to add 5/6 to both sides of the equation. So x is going to equal 5 over 6 plus or minus square root of 109 over 6. So x equals 5 plus square root of 109 over 6, and x is equal to 5 minus square root of 109 over 6. So please have that marinate there. Perfect. So now we need to go to the calculator to get the decimal, because we're going to show that these are the solutions graphically as well. So we need to put the numerator in parentheses because it involves two terms. So x equals 5 plus square root of 109 over 6, and x is equal to, the parentheses around, 5 minus square root of 109 over 6. Sounds perfect so far. So now let's continue. So let's grab the calculator. On the home screen, as typed in beforehand, you see the parentheses around 5 plus square root of 109 in parentheses, then divided by 6 is equal to 2.573384418. And in parentheses, 5 minus square root of 109 divided by 6 is equal to negative 0.9067177515. Okay. So let's write that on paper. So this part, x is equal to 5 plus square root of 109 over 6. So x is equal to 2.573384418. And then x equals 5 minus square root, and then x is equal to 5 minus the square root of 109 over 6. And x is equal to negative 0.9067 177.515. Okay. So let's have that marinate there for a little bit. Now we need to prove this graphically. Okay. So we must type the original equation in. And the original equation as specified was 3x squared minus 5x minus 7. Okay. And then it will set equal to 0. So on y1, we want to have 3x squared minus 5x minus 7. And then on y2, we put a 0 because that is what the equation is equal to. Then we go to second, we tap the second button as we did before. So hit second and then trace. And then scroll down to the intersection. So option 5. Let it graph first. And you see the purple line represents x's. That represents the x-axis. Okay. And then straight up and down is the y-axis. We want to find out where this blue line intersects with this purple line here. And the purple line there. So I turned off the flashlight on my phone so you can see it much better. See the horizontal line that's purple going straight across, and then the blue in the graph of the parabola concave up is in blue. So the x-axis is in purple and the y-axis is in black. Right there, going straight up and down, and the x-axis going straight across in purple. Okay, so we want to know the solutions for where the blue graph intersects the purple line, in which it is horizontal, straight across at that point, and then at this point right here. Okay, so second, trace, intersect. We want to go slightly down, hit the enter button, slightly above, right there, hit the enter button, and then scroll down right on the line and hit enter. And we see that it has negative 0.909. So the calculator is a little bit estimated here. So let's do the graph again. Second, trace, intersect, slightly below, enter, and then slightly above, right there, hit enter, then hit enter right on the line there. So it's getting close to it, but it should be x is equal to negative 0.9067177,515. Let's go to the right-hand side. So second, trace, intersect. Hit enter there. Enter here. And enter again. And you see we get the exact answer of 2.5733844. And notice how the calculator rounded it off some. And look at our solution. X is equal to 2.573384418. We have a more accurate answer, but the calculator proves that our answer is right there. And let's do the left-hand side again. Second, trace, intersect. This time we're going to go slightly above, then slightly below. And then enter again. There we go. Now it's reading it right here. So the intersection is x is equal to negative 0.9067178. The calculator is slightly rounded, and our answer is X is equal to negative 0.90671777515. As you see, they are extremely close. Let's put it side by side there. So I proved graphically that both solutions are correct. Thank you so much, and let's learn math together. Once again, if you need math help, text 559-744-3169 for services. I tutor for math at the university, college, high, and middle school levels. Please text to set up appointments. So if you need to set up an appointment, please text me about the course you need help with. Also, please donate to support the channel as well. And I teach people how to utilize their graphing calculators, different math courses, and I also design web pages too as well. If you need math help, send a text. If you need help with a website or with a graphing calculator, please let me know via text. Thank you so much, and let's learn math together.